The village of Muñico was famous for its silence. Travelers noticed it first at the gate. No children chasing chickens. No elders telling jokes beneath trees. No market chatter rising like birdsong. Only footsteps measured and careful, and faces trained into calm, neutral masks. A sign carved into old wood hung crookly by the path. Do not laugh. Do not chuckle. Do not smile too wide. At first people assumed it was a superstition. They always did. Long ago, Muñico had been the loudest village in the valley. Laughter spilled from every home, deep belly laughs, giggles, wheezing snorts that echoed across the fields. Then one season, the laughter began to hurt. It started as coughing fits after moments of joy. A joke told at the well sent a woman into spasms of breathlessness. A child's giggle ended in blood on his sleeve. Soon, doctors noticed a pattern. Laughter triggered a sickness that spread through the chest like fire. Lungs collapsed. Hearts raced themselves into failure. The villagers named it Kikoko, after the Swahili word for laughter, bitter and ironic. Those who laughed too hard died within days. So the village adapted. Joy was rationed like water in drought. Weddings were quiet affairs, no teasing, no jokes, only nods and solemn blessings. Funerals were dangerous because grief sometimes twisted into hysterical laughter, the body's cruel mistake. Children were trained early to swallow giggles, to bite their tongues until they tasted iron. Mirrors were covered during festivals because smiling at oneself sometimes caused an accidental laugh. The village healer, old Mama Nyasa, kept ledgers instead of medicines. She tracked incidents, half smile, survived, snort, hospitalized. Full laugh, fatal. There was no cure, only restraint. Then one day, a boy named Django laughed. It slipped out of him like a bird escaping a cage. A short, surprised sound, ha. When a goat stole his lunch and stared at him proudly, the village froze. Conversations died mid-breath. Someone dropped a basket. Mama Nyasha reached him first. She pressed herbs to his chest, whispered prayers older than memory. But Django was already coughing, laughter curdling into agony. By sunset, he was gone. Something broke that day. When joy became too abundant, the land learned to take too much. So Leila made a dangerous choice. At the next full moon, she climbed the hill above Muñico and laughed. Not a burst. Not a giggle. A slow, steady laugh, forced at first, then real. Pain bloomed in her chest. Blood warmed her mouth. But she kept laughing, louder, longer, until the ground beneath her trembled. The earth answered. A sound rose from below like a giant sigh of satisfaction. The pain in Leila's chest stopped. The sickness faded as if it had been waiting to be finished. When she returned to the village at dawn, she smiled openly. The people watched in terror as she laughed again and lived. They learned then what the land had demanded all along, not silence, but honesty. Suppressed laughter turned poisonous. Stolen joy killed. But laughter freely given, fully released, completed the cycle. Muñico is no longer silent. It is careful but alive. Laughter rings through the fields again, sometimes shaky, sometimes tearful, but never held back. And when strangers ask about the old sign at the gate, the villagers smile and answer softly. Laughter can kill, they say. But only if you're afraid to mean it.